to her?
I said leave it.
Accusing your own mother of bumping off your dad.
No mother of mine.
Ain't she, Dad?
Of course she is.
Where's your woman then, eh? On death row?
You'll be on the death row if you don't watch it.
All right. Hey, Sammy, you better watch out, because she might slit your gizzard while you're asleep.
She waffles, she, Dad.
Do you know, it's a shame. But to be honest, I'm quite concerned about her.
Ollie, if you want to lift, then you better shift yourself.
She covers it up well. It's as if she's got nothing left to live for. I think she might be neglecting herself. What do you reckon?
Sorry?
Poor old Edna Birch. It's a real shame.
Why?
Well, losing her little pal, Batley.
To be honest, Len, if I was drawing up a list of people I was going to feel sorry for, Edna Birch would not be in my top 10. Top 100, come to think about it.
She's just a lonely old lady.
She's a poisonous old snake who hasn't got a nice word to say about anyone. Talk about holier than thou. Ollie, please!
All right, there's nothing to shout. She's got a cupboard, hasn't she?
Oh, no.
Excuse me? Your father, my husband, has walked out on me. My career is rapidly going down the tubes. You're on probation and we're off on a family outing this afternoon to visit your brother in the clink.
Well, it's still a shame about Edna's dog, though, isn't it?
You've hardly said out since we met up this morning. Is it me?
No, it's not you. Well, it is in a way.
Tell us what I've done.
How would you feel if we split up?
You finishing me?
It might be best.
Why?
It's my daddy.
He's never like me.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, right.
He's tried everything. Just can't find work round here.
Well, someone will turn up.
We can't afford to wait. There's a chance for a job in Newcastle. We'd have to move.
Newcastle? What do you want to go to Newcastle for?
I don't.
Great this is. The first time I meet someone.
Oh, and it's brilliant for me, is it? I'm sorry you're having to chauffeur me about.
Well, you can't make your visits to the other side of Connaughton on foot, can you?
I'll try and get a driver sorted as soon as possible.
Hi, Zoe.
Getting around's going to be the least of my problems. It's how the news will affect the reputation of the practice that concerns me.
You weren't exactly rolling drunk, were you?
I'd had too much. It was irresponsible and stupid. Not to mention embarrassing.
People won't even notice.
Oi! Have you seen this?
Hey, I thought we could leave this down here, since it's better than mine.
I want it in my room.
Yeah, well, we can all listen to it down here, can't we, huh?
I'll play it loud.
You really want it out there?
Yes.
Well, I suppose it gives me an excuse to come and listen to music in your room.
I do need some space of my own, Scott.
Yes, I know. Of course.
But I do really appreciate you letting me move in. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I told you 2 yonks ago, didn't I? It makes sense, since you spend most of the time here.
I know, but there's a difference between sharing a house and living together.
Huh. And what are we doing?
Oh, watch out, Chloe. I've met enough seedy landlords in my time to know what they're like. How do you fancy coming to a swanky business luncheon tomorrow?
Hey, that'd be great, wouldn't it, Scott?
Just you. Chris can't come, so, got a spare invite.
I won't know what to wear.
Well, it don't matter. We'll pop into Leeds later and get some.
We are moving Chloe's stuff in today, you know that, don't you?
You're a big, strong lad. I'm sure you can manage. You get changed. I'll see you around 1-ish.
Would you mind?
Hey, I don't own you, do I? One condition, though. The stereo stays in here.
You playing with trains, Dad?
Aye.
It's a bit bashed up.
So would you be after 40 years? He made it.
Oh.
My dad. Made it especially for me. He whittled it and then varnished it.
Is it electric?
Thump. Couldn't afford electric trains. Didn't even have Lackey in the house most of the time. Tell you something, though. This is worth more than any fancy car you could buy.
Will you sell it?
Never.
Dad, I don't blame you being upset at Nanny. I'd be upset if someone killed you.
Thanks, son. Appreciate that.
It's nice having a man about the place.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, you know, resident handyman.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to be resident. I'm only doing it because Diane feels sorry for me and I didn't like to say no.
Still got ambitions, Jack?
Life's full of new opportunities.
Got another one for you, Jack. The pipe that flushes the urinals keeps dripping.
What are you laughing at?
No?
It's no joke. You know.
What do you expect, eh? You reckoning me nana's a mass murderer?
I never said that.
All right, so what you backing off now, then?
She killed my dad. No one else. Well, as far as I know. It wouldn't surprise me what that old witch got up to. But it's me dad I'm bothered about. Me own father. That gentle giant who sat me on his knee and sang, "Sonny boy."
When he were drunk.
Hey, don't you listen to her, Poison. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't have a glass or two after an hard day's work, but...
It weren't me nana who said that.
And stop calling her me nana as if she's some kind-hearted old soul sitting knitting.
Look, it was Shadrach. He used to say, right, that your dad...
Yeah, we're talking about old soak. Shadrach's the expert.
Okay, it was Shadrach's dad too. And he said me grandad were the laziest, drunkenest big mouth this side of Skipdale.
What? Well, that's rich coming from him. I'll tell you why he said that, though. Jealousy. Because I were the apple of my dad's eye, while Shadrach were just, well, he were just a nasty stain on the name Dingle.
Soup again, Mrs. Birch.
I didn't know you were keeping a tally.
You need to look after yourself.
I am not eating to please you or anybody else.
Want my advice?
No.
Forget about that dog and get on with the rest of your life.
I won't bother. I can get a big tin for the price of that in Houghton.
I made less fuss when my Victor was cut down in his prime.
Edna! Look, take no notice of that.
I'm not.
Look, I've been thinking about Batley. I was wondering if I could just make a little memorial for him.
I don't want pity.
You know me better than that. I was a taxed little chap. I could knock up something not special. Well, that's if you don't mind.
No, I wouldn't mind.
Right. That's all right, then.
Yes.
You nearly wet yourself.
Oh, never.
What's up with you?
Nothing.
Think I'm going to take carving knife, do you?
You better not.
Great soft apers. You've been listening to that father of yours, haven't you? Green as grass, you are. Oh, put out the flags. He's going to wash up. Now, lad, you take a piece of advice from your old nana.
Nana.
Don't you listen to a word your father says.
My dad's good to me.
Well, that's what he thought about his own father. But he was a black-hearted bully who cleared out.
That is it, you evil old sow! I want you out!
Oh!
You're poison!
Don't, Dad. She's old.
I told you what he were like! Stop!
see if this cools your temper.
I don't want it cooling.
I dread to think what would have happened if I hadn't come back.
I happen she'd have ended up same way as my dad.
Why have you suddenly got it into your head that she did it?
There's no sudden about it. Been there since I was 8 years old.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Oh, aye. Something anyone would blow the trumpet about. My mother did away with my dad.
And you honestly think she did it? Well, who else knows?
I know.
But if she did
Look, there's no if about it. She did it. And if you don't believe me, then, well, I'm not wasting my breath.
You've done a great job there, Jack.
Oh, thanks.
Not a dribble. What's that? Jack's been seeing to me plumbing.
Oh, I didn't know you could do plumbing, Jack.
Well, you do what has to be done running a farm.
I'll find some more bits for you, keep you occupied.
I've plenty to do, thanks.
Oh, I know. Your days are full. There's the papers to read, the weather forecast to watch on telly, the afternoon nap. I've got just the job for you, Jack. Fertiliser. I bet you could get your hands on some manure. Jack's the expert.
Oh, thanks.
It's for the village in bloom. All the open areas need fertiliser. It's the best time of year, gives the plants a kick-start.
I know what fertiliser does.
It'll smell though, won't it?
Well, it usually does.
No, we can't have the village ponging like a farmyard.
We do live in the countryside, Trisha.
Yeah, we'd have to rub people's noses in it. Forget the manure, Jack.
Yeah, I already have.
Oh, hiya, Lisa.
Hiya.
Hey, I'm just off to Lee's to spend some of Chris's money. I never thought having a husband could be this much fun.
You reckon? Do you know how Zach's dad died?
I didn't know he had.
He's alive then?
I've no idea.
Well, someone in the family must know what happened to him.
Well, he just beggared off, didn't he?
Peg didn't kill him.
What?
Well, that's what Zach thinks. I mean, he's accusing her of, well, murdering him. No, he's serious.
Oh, how many had he had when he dreamt that up?
He was still on about it this morning. He was stone cold sober. So it's not true then?
I don't know. But hey, explain why he hates her.
I've cracked it. You don't need to move away.
Andy, if there's anything I could have done, I'd have done it.
You can move in with your mum.
You what? You know me and her don't get on. Anyway, my dad's been great. He stuck by me through the accident. He feels bad enough about losing his job. How's he going to feel if I say I'm not going to move?
That's what we're going to do then.
You've had it, haven't you?
What?
Me vet's drink drive shame placard.
Me?
Well, it's not outside, and I was going to have it framed after I've finished with it out there.
Has it blown away?
Blown away? They never blow away. All the time I've been here, we've had hurricanes, and I haven't lost one placard. Somebody has removed it, and that's no better than censorship of the press in my book.
Maybe kids took it.
Why?
A prank.
Well, I pranked them. So it was you.
What?
Oh, don't come the innocent with me.
It's not done out.
Done out? You're a walking crime wave, and now you think you can tamper with me hoardings.
She's bonkers.
I beg your pardon?
I'm sure it wasn't Andy.
How can you be?
Home Farm needed you estate manager.
What?
There's an advert.
Emily, I am trying to push back the tidal wave of juvenile delinquency.
Come a paper, please.
There you go.
Thanks. Bye.
I think it's good that young people take an interest in the news.
He is the news, that boy. Bad news.
What was that about? You only went in for a pack of crisps.
Here it is. Estate manager required. Mature, self-motivated person with experience in horticulture and/or agriculture.
Hey, that's my dad.
Apply in person to Mr. Christopher Tate.
Could have been written about him, that, Andy.
See? It's sorted.
Oh, aren't you clever?
Hey, tell some of my teachers that.
Oh, been spending my Scots hard-earned cash, have you?
No. What's it got to do with you, anyway?
We all know where your money comes from.
Yes, I know. I'm sitting on a fortune.
Oh, and now you're taking her on as your apprentice, are you?
Yeah, that's right. I'm showing her the tricks of the trade.
Thanks for today.
No.
I've been thinking, since me not driving is bound to put an extra load on you,
No, I said we'd muddle through it.
I think it's only fair that you become a full partner in the practice. I I know you were thinking of setting up on your own, but now there's no need. You'll be a full and equal partner here.
Well, I suppose so, but...
Excellent. It's a deal?
Yeah.
About time. Right, I'll carve.
My dad always carves it. Yeah, well, he's not here, is he? Hey, Nana, why don't you do it, eh? Chop it into little bits.
Wazza. Hey. Oh, where have you been?
Huh? Them old trouble. What's all this, then?
I thought to do us a special meal.
Oh, and I'm supposed to eat at the same table as her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right then. Let's have a good old-fashioned family meal together.
Hey, yeah. And then we can play board games after, eh?
Come and join in the celebration.
What are we celebrating?
Go on, tell her. Oh, he's being modest. Paddy has just become a full partner in the practice.
What?
I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? To a successful partnership.
Oh, and look at you troughing it back. Wouldn't surprise me if it was you who'd purloined my placard.
What's the matter, Viv?
Being brazen.
Think about it, Viv. I can drink as much as I like now.
Have you no shame?
No, Zoe, Viv, you're absolutely right, and too much drink can lead to disastrous consequences, like the time you got absolutely pie-eyed and made sexual advances towards me, and I had to turn you down, didn't I?
You fell asleep?
Now, you look like the sort of girl who likes a good time.
Oh, you're going to take me away from all of this, Len?
That's me. Edna Birch would be jealous. Nah, it's for Angie. She needs taking out of herself.
Len.
You know, like one of those girly nights out.
Oh, well, I'll be up for that.
Put me down and all.
I'm not a basket case.
No, but me and Louise are. We'll be there. Glad rags and filthy jokes compulsory.
Hiya.
Well, aren't you going to ask me if I had a nice time then?
Well, I did, if you're interested. Want to know your stuff?
No. Thanks. What's up?
Go on.
What's up?
Nothing. You're not just moving in here for somewhere to doss, are you?
What, until Charity sets me up in a penthouse to entertain gentlemen callers?
Don't be silly.
Yeah, well, I know that's what your mother thinks.
It's not about what my mum thinks. I just don't want to be used.
Well, what do you think I am? I am really grateful for you moving my things in.
Are you? How grateful?
Well, I'd have to put my sexy new dress on and show you, aren't I?
Oh, well, in that case, I better help you take that one off then.
Ooh, whatever would your mother say?
I'm not sure I care.
Oh!
Right, you gotta keep your guard up.
And you think you're going to be a boxer?
I'm good.
Come on, you've got muscles like knots in cotton.
I'm like a coiled spring, me.
Yeah, a coiled spring and a clockwork mouse.
Right.
See, not much comfort running neither. Yeah, I'll have to have some cider. Well, what's wrong with us having a drink? You two have been in the pub all night.
I haven't said anything.
You may as well book us now.
Yeah. Probably not a bad idea. You've probably broken 20 bylaws already.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Reynolds, we were just,
Having fun?
Yeah, well...
Well, without the cider next time, yeah? Well, me and your granddad are going to walk home. Do you want to walk with us? Or maybe Danny can walk you home in a bit.
Of course.
Oh, I'll come with you now.
See you later, then.
Cheers, Danny.
Yeah. Cheers, Danny.
Where's Sammy got to?
No sparkling conversation got too much for him.
You no shame, woman.
Ale's gassy.
Not about the wind. about sitting there barefaced after what you've done.
Oh, not again, Zach, for heaven's sake.
Oh, no. Look, he's taken up playing with chuff trains.
This is proof, isn't it, Dad?
Proof you've got the mind of a 2-year-old.
He understands more than any of you lot. This is all I have left of my dear old dad. The hours he spent lovingly fashioning this proves that he's not the kind of man to walk out. That's it, go on, laugh. Happen you'll throttle yourself on your false gnashers.
Look, he never made that, me grandad.
You weren't even born.
Look, Shadrach had a box of them. He got them from me nana's house.
That's right, they were in coal shed for years.
Me dad made this for me.
They were a knock-off load from a toy factory he robbed. I mean, we couldn't get shot of them. Useless article. I mean, he couldn't even rob proper.
Shadrach used to give me one of them every Christmas.
You are a sad and deluded man, Zachariah.
And it proved that.
It's proof, son, that your dad is bitter and twisted.
Right, all right. I am giving you notice now that I will bring proof back to this house. I will prove beyond doubt that my sorry excuse for a mother is guilty of the first-degree murder of one Jedediah Dingle. God bless him. And I will not rest until the evidence is laid before a court of law.